So, Love Securely on Instagram, she says, things your partner needs to hear. I'm not going anywhere, even when things get hard or messy. People need reassurance that conflict won't end the relationship, especially if they grew up with instability or having anxious attachment. For example, during or after a fight, when they're going through something difficult, when they apologize excessively. Also, you're not too much, not too emotional, not too needy, not too sensitive. Like, say, I love how deeply you feel things. I want to hear what's going on with you. They apologize, for example, every time that they apologize for expressing their emotions or asking for support. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how you handled that difficult conversation. I see how hard you're working, even when it's invisible. I'm proud of you for asking for help. For example, not just big achievements, but for the daily stuff too. I still choose you. If I had to choose again, I would still choose you. I'm not here because I have to be. I'm here because I want to be. You're still the person I want to do life with. After years together, they might wonder if you're still staying just out of habit. 5, thank you for the specific thing. Thanks for always making me coffee in the morning. Thanks for being patient with me when I'm stressed. Thanks for remembering what matters to me. Specific gratitude shows you actually notice them. 6, I was wrong. When you realize you messed up, even if it's small without but you, etc., that also takes it back. For example, I was wrong about how I handled that situation. I was wrong that I shouldn't have said that. 7, you make my life better. Be specific about how. For example, you make me laugh when everything feels heavy, or you help me see things from a different perspective, or life is more fun with you in it, or you make me want to be a better person. 8, I see you trying. Acknowledge effort even if results are not imperfect. I notice you're working on communicating more. I appreciate that. I see you're trying to be more present. That means a lot. I know this is hard for you, and I see the effort you're putting in. I'm sorry I hurt you, without minimizing or explaining it away. Don't say, I'm sorry you feel that way, or I'm sorry but I didn't mean to. Do say, I'm sorry I hurt you, that wasn't okay, when the impact does not match the intention. I love you and I like you. Love often feels obligatory and liking is a choice. You say, I don't just love you, I genuinely like who you are. You're my favorite person to spend time with. I like you more now than when we first met. There's an Instagram account called Radical X Woman, and it's about boundaries for women who have big open hearts. So not rescuing, fixing, chasing, convincing anyone. 2, telling someone I'm not interested or available instead of ghosting. 3, refusing last-minute requests that hijack my plans. 4, no longer laughing at things that make me uncomfortable. 5, making decisions that benefit my future self, not other people's comfort. 6, unfollowing or blocking on social media, people who are rude or feel energetically off. 7, not answering immediately and giving myself time to consider and respond. 8, leaving when I want to leave. 9, walking away from relationships that don't reciprocate. 10, speaking clearly directly about what I want or need. Dr. Lauren Fogel Mersy says, how to be a good listener in a relationship from the teachers of the Gottman Institute. She says, postpone your own agenda when you're listening. Manage your defensiveness. Ask for a break if you're feeling flooded. Empathize with or validate the other person's perspective. It doesn't mean you have to agree. Just summarize what you hear them saying to make sure you understand. Ask open-ended questions to learn more. She also says there are some examples of ways to express love with a partner or loved one through physical touch. Massages, back foot and foot rubs, cuddling, spooning, kisses, hugs, playing with a loved one's hair, resting your head on a loved one's chest, putting an arm around a loved one, holding hands, dancing together. And there's ways to express love for a partner who's long distance. Could be text or calls to say good morning or good night, texting or calling during the day to say hi, eating dinner together via video chat or talk about your day, send flirty texts or photos, plan fun things to do together during your next visit, send love notes by mail, play an online game together. There's this Instagram account called Elite Women HQ. It says, lead with your mind, not body. Ask real questions and hold real conversations. Men expect attraction, not connection. Don't kill curiosity by giving everything too soon. Make him think versus making him look stays in his head longer. Use time as a filter. Patience separates men with intention from men chasing convenience. His waiting either grows respect or exposes his lack of it. Make emotional access the reward. Reveal warmth slowly, a little softness when he opens up, a genuine laugh, a rare compliment. He starts working for more when he realizes every piece is earned and not handed out. Control availability. You can like him and still say no. Be intrigued yet still go home early. Desire without urgency drives men insane and makes them crave permission and emotionally invest. 5, let him feel responsible for your comfort. Thank him softly for listening, paying attention, taking me out, protecting me, feeding his masculine drive to provide. But don't overpraise. Keep gratitude measured. The goal is him is to keep him wanting to earn my peace. 6, mirror his depth. Match his tone, not detail, when he shows something real. Leave him wondering what you haven't said yet. 7. And 6, don't overshare your secrets, too early, or your traumas, because emotional investment builds through mirroring energy, not trauma bonding. 7, men fall in love with mystery they can touch but never fully own. When you give your presence, not your body, you make him chase the one thing money or lust cannot buy, emotional intimacy. That's what turns attraction into obsession, she says. And, I like to workshop things. So last but not least, or maybe we'll do something else. But, I was learning about a message from what my higher power, what would I hear if the God of my understanding would share with me as in a relationship, pretty much, right? So, basically, I was what I needed and they were what I needed. I was what was needed for them and they were what was needed for me. I'm safe now. I don't have to go to threats just to make sure I'm monitoring on top of potential or unpredictable factors that could cause me suffering. Or that could, danger, or, yeah. And that I felt no one loved me because no one knew me. I didn't realize the wound of not being loved by those who want my love since my father. Using someone else as a motivation made me a stranger to myself. So may as well love, that self responsibly finally, taking responsibility for myself. It's one day at a time. It even caused me to minimize the bad things about someone else and exaggerate the good parts of them. Or, there was toxic shame, really. So integrating having to have I have to have needs. It's not there's no need to be toxically ashamed of the fact that I, have needs. The feeling that I would be a burden because I have needs, feeling like a burden or unattractive or something like that because somebody else wanted me to feel ashamed that I went to them because maybe they couldn't provide, or maybe they felt ashamed that they didn't think of it on their own, or maybe it was an issue for them and they thought shame was a good discipline. They disciplined with shame. Doesn't work for me, I guess. So what I thought, was emotionally immature. I was filtering for a caring, patient man who has a conscious and has a conscience. Basically listens to Hashem, has a higher power, wants to be honest, is being responsible about starting a family, because that would be for me the most important way to factor in whether or not it's building something or just where does the creative sexual energy go if it becomes destructive, if it's not being used for something positive. All right, all the best. Bye-bye.